one of the most mortal sins at the prima donna was making Joe Costanzo look bad.
Mr. Costanzo, one of my favorite parts of this book is the wine mention, and you may know where I'm about to go with the story. The amount of sommeliers I've spoken to about this, please tell us in your own words the pin on the wall Pinot Noir story, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we're in a tough neighborhood, but we brought in a lot of people outside the area and upscale people, limos and what have you. And I had a bus boy, and he was a really good worker. And of course, he became, a server. And he came to me after he was got the drink order, and he said, Joe, what's a pin on the wall? That's what this person wants. And I said, I never heard of a pin on the wall. So we went to the bartender. I said, did you ever hear of a pin on the wall? They said, no. Look it up in, the index there. Nothing. And, so I said, well, let me go out there and ask what a pin on the wall is. And then they just give me the ingredients and, we'll make it. So I went out there and, one of the most mortal sins at the prima donna was making Joe Costanzo look bad. So I went out there and I said, excuse me, what's in a pin on a wall? And they all started laughing. And I'm looking. They said, the guy said, I said Pinot Noir. And they're laughing at me, and like that's bad. So I went in and, I really did a job on this kid. My wife grabbed my tie and said, get downstairs to your office, and I was in his face, because he really wasn't real serious, about the situation at hand. Because, if you're going to be the best at what you're doing, you can't be messing up like that. Okay. So we ended up getting the guy a Pinot Noir. I think I might even have comped it, at the time. But it became part of the folklore of the prima donna restaurant. And, the sad thing about in the book, I was hoping, the publisher cut a lot of things out. After that whole incident, I did say that Chris Single, who was the server, he became a maitre d'. He was a great employee of mine. He was very loyal. I really went overboard with him, and I did feel bad about it. But in that business, everybody knew Joe Costanzo. Once it was over, it was over. And, in the heat of the moment, that's what had to be, because you have to be focused in a business like the food and beverage business to be successful.
Tell us where we can find the book. Tell us where we can go next. Tell us how we can follow you, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Tell us all the ways we can keep in touch with this story.
Absolutely. So the book is really wherever books are sold. So we're on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, Walmart, Target. We're also at most bookstores. So, but if we're not, most bookstores can order us. We are through Ingram and Idlewies and all of the other major catalogs. As far as keeping in touch, all of the social media for Facebook and Instagram, for me, is the handle at Joe Costanzo. That's JoeCostanzo, Prima Donna, PrimaDonna. And I'm also on LinkedIn and Twitter. I think I'm Maria C. Palmer. But if you just go on to mariacpalmer.com, that's all of my information.
I wanted to mention the Heinz History Center has been such a great partner with us, and they have signed copies. We've all signed copies. So if you order from there, you get the signed copies.